Good morning, everyone. This is Kaiju 2014-117 signing in. So before we start, I want to give out a couple shout outs to all my subscribers and followers before I completely forgot, which I'm very terrible with memories. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm going to give a shout out to Joshua Rose for helping me get to 100 subscribers, Jophiel for supporting me all the way, MW Warrior Glaceon Zman. I'm sorry, that's a pretty long name, but I also want to give a shout out to you. Thank you for supporting me, along with Gojira Guy and Chaboojay. So these are 5 subscribers that have been subscribing to my channel, and I'm gonna put down the links down below to support them as much as you can, especially for their awesome videos, including MW Warrior Glaceon Z-Man, since this guy loves Pokemon, and if you guys love Pokemon, go ahead and support him, especially he's playing one of the Pokemon games. I believe it's the Shield or Sword. But anyways, welcome to my spoiler channel for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to talk about some few things why I give this movie a 7 out of 10, or it could be potential to be 5 out of 10. Now, if you do not like spoilers or haven't seen the movie, I recommend do not watch this video. Please leave as soon as possible. Watch the movie first, and then you can come back if you don't want to be spoiled. But if you want to be spoiled, or if you already watched the movie, then sit down, relax, and enjoy some few things that I like about, and as well get to hear things that I am like, what? So anyways, spoiler section in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. So, right off the bat, we already know Palpatine is alive as of this moment, based on the trailers and based on the poster. I gotta say, he did not age really well from the way I'm seeing from the film, which is in a way it's supposed to look, because he looks like he's a blind old bat and he can barely even stand up. But then again, I was like, how the heck did he even survive all that? I mean, we already saw what happened in episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. Darth Vader pick up Palpatine, throw him out into the core of the Death Star, and he survived that. So there are possibilities how he may have survived that. Probably because Force lightning or something. And as well, if you guys probably know by now, he actually sucks the life out of everyone. He's quite a manipulative bastard in a way. Now, I was like, okay. Now, in a way, I'm kind of happy to see him coming back, but then also got me curious. Is that, oh my gosh, Palpatine was one of the characters that outlived everyone out of the Star Wars main timeline. I mean, think about it. He was there from the prequels of the all trilogy, disguising as one of the chancellors or counselors or whatever you call them. And then, of course, his existence in the original trilogy from The New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and made his appearance in The Return of the Jedi. And then he did not make an appearance from the previous 2 New Generation saga, from The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and to now. So basically, he, from the Star Wars lore and universe, he outlived 9 of the movies, and outlived every single characters, including Master Yoda. Wow, he's probably really old. But then again, it turns out he said he has hundreds of Siths from his previous generation that lives within him, which is probably a reason why. And if someone kills him with their own hands, which Rey would almost did, she would become the Sith. And speaking about that, she's actually related to Palpatine. What? In a way, it could make sense why she's that special, because we have a rare Sith that could potentially become a Sith. Now, that she became a Sith, she could almost, but not entirely. And I was like, wow, this took a real dark turn. And people are scared, like, oh no, Rey, please don't become a Sith. Do not become a Sith. Or some people are like, yes, Rey, give in to the dark side and become the new Empress of the Sith. Honestly, it was in a way interesting, and I'm kind of like, okay, we can go with that. Now, that's some few things that I'm accepting it, and some that I'm like, okay. But it didn't really explore too much about Rey's parents. However, it did say that Rey's parents did sold her to slavery only because they're trying to protect her from being found by the Sith Lords, because they want to capture Rey so she becomes the new Sith. But the parents they said, no, let's sell her to slavery. It's the only best way to keep her safe and alive from the Sith, and as well define what could be her destiny. Now, anything else I want to talk about? Let's talk about Kylo Ren. So basically, Kylo Ren is already on a hunt to find Rey, and I was like, okay, let's see what we got. And he wants to kill the Emperor, but for some reason, he's like, okay, I'll accept your offer. Because basically, Palpatine has over thousands of, I believe, Star Destroyers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe those are Star Destroyers, not like Death Stars or like the killer base Death Star or something like that. But there are Star Destroyers, and each and every one of them has a planet-killing weapon. I'm like, oh, that's definitely bad. Which is in a way that what I like about it, intensify me. And what if these hundreds of ships have hundreds of those planet-killing weapons? It is crazy. Now, it's just I do not like how they treat Kylo Ren's. I guess like saying like, okay, he's a cool bad guy, and then he turned a good guy again. But actually, I do like him becoming Ben Solo once again, in a way that I think most of us wanted. What I like about the part is we get to see Han Solo's, I believe, flashback memories or his memory ghosts to try to help him redeem himself. After I believe Rey killed Kylo Ren. How was that? They were in the middle of the battle, and of course Rey stabbed him. But at the same time, his mom, Leia, saved his life, but as well got herself killed because of Rey's anger. Which in a way is kind of confusing and conflict a little bit. But of course, Rey healed him, of course, using her force, and then left to try to, I guess, do what Luke Skywalker did, which he convinced her later on. But I do like how Ben Solo was redeemed once again, and he was able to help Rey on the final battle. The only thing I do not like, I guess, is the Knight of Ren. Okay, I want to see the Knight of Ren in action. Did we see them in action? Only when they're fighting Ben Solo, that's it. I mean, they did somehow defeated Chewbacca, but it was off screen, and I was like, what? I want to see them in action. We did not get a chance to see them in The Last Jedi until now. This is the opportunity to show why these guys are the Knights of Ren. Why are they like, seem to be something that we should fear as well, besides Kylo Ren, because they're the Knights of Ren. I want to see them, how they fight. I want to see them how they hunt. I want to see them how they destroy the resistance or kill those people or kill whoever's against them. But no, we just only get to see them fight with Ben Solo to see how awesome they are, which they're not really. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's a wasted opportunity. And you know what's another wasted opportunity? General Hux' death. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this guy, or neither am I even want to know that guy. I know he's from the previous, and he's like, okay, listen up, I'm gonna kill every one of you people who ever dare defy the First Order. And then, of course, The Last Jedi, he's like being like a rag doll, being thrown left and right, and then getting his butt kicked from Kylo Ren and Snoke and everything, and he wants to kill Kylo Ren. And then this movie, oh, I am the mole for you guys. I'm like, please, no. We already have someone as a mole in the previous Star Wars, like Star Wars Rebel, like Kallus. But at least Kallus survived and has a purpose and reason. General Hux' reason is because I want Kylo Ren to fall. I don't care if you guys win or lose. I'm like, seriously? Just because one thing. And afterwards he got killed. Just like that. He got killed for being a traitor. Like, please, this is like General Phasma's death, but this is like worse. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Those are some of the things I do not like about, or that I'm like, really? But overall, I do like the action of the film. I like how it's fast paced, especially I like how they upgraded some of the stormtroopers. Like they actually have jetpacks. I like, yeah, why not let the stormtroopers have jetpacks? They should be at least more dangerous and more equipped, rather than just like, okay, I'm just a basic soldier who just have armor. Oh my gosh, I got died. But seriously, yeah. I mean, overall, the story is okay. The action is what I like about the film. The sword fight, maybe from the first couple times, I like it until maybe the last part with Kylo Ren and Rey fighting was like, okay, it's losing its touch. And then the final battle, I wish they have an actual fight scene. What I love about the part with the dog fights was all the entire galaxy come to finally finish off the Final Order, which that's the name, by the way. That they start with the First Order and now they're called the Final Order, with the new Red Sith stormtroopers. Now, they have the entire galaxy versus all the Star Destroyers. They destroy all their secret weapons and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome. I was like, it's like the Avengers Endgame style, except it turned out to be disappointing. Why is that? We did not see everyone colliding to do dog battle. It just only shows some certain areas and then destroying Star Destroyers. I guess they're just not. They don't want to spend too much money on the CGI to create something that epic and big, because they're already risking themselves already, which is probably a smart move, unfortunately. What is it that I also... Oh yeah, I like Finn, really. I like his character, and especially get a chance to meet another stormtrooper that also defies the First Order, because they don't want to kill innocent people. Now, the only thing that bugs me is that Finn wants to say he loves Rey, I believe, or wants to tell her what happened to him when they almost die, or later on. We didn't get that! It didn't even show that. Even Poe's trying to ask Finn, like, so what was it you're about to tell Rey about? That's only if Rey's around. Oh, that's only if Rey's around. So not a time when you're about to die? You don't want to tell me about it? Oh gosh. It's just like, oh my gosh, come on, please don't do this to us. It's like, I mean, there's some good character development, but mostly on Rey, and then everyone else is like, let's just throw them to the trash, including Amy Rose, which I'm pretty sure not many people care. Look, I care for any characters, just as long as I feel they are compelling in a way, or if I can relate. There are some characters I do feel compelled, and I do feel like, oh, I feel bad for this guy, but there's some I like, not convincing enough. And of course, one final thing is Rey and Ben Solo's love. So the reason why, so basically Ben Solo died by sacrificing his life force for her, and then they kissed. Then afterwards he died, or he didn't really die, but he became one with the Force. So I was like, oh, okay, that's quite anticlimactic in a way. It's really a shame that we did not get a chance to see all the characters who redeemed themselves get to live a happily ever after. But again, people say, like, do they even deserve happily ever after? Because most of them should die just right off the bat. I mean, seriously, I want to see some of the people who redeem themselves and actually have their own adventures to try to redeem themselves fully. Now, there's some people that's hard to be forgiven, but there's some who can forgive. The only thing is you can never forget. But overall, I feel this movie was good, like I said. I like the action of the film, but I feel like it's not a great conclusion, 100%. But I will say this, it's a better movie than The Last Jedi. And of course, if I have a choice between Terminator or Star Wars, go for Terminator. Sorry, no! Don't go for Terminator, ever! No. Forget the Dark Fate, just go for Star Wars, if you have a choice between the two. Or if you don't like both, one option. Just don't watch any of them. But overall, guys, that's why I like Star Wars. That's why I give it a 7 out of 10. And if you guys disagree, just comment down below what you think. And comment down what are some things that you feel that could be better, or what do you think that should have been. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great holiday. New Year's is coming, and I'm going to try to upload as many videos as I can. Thank you so much, guys. This is Kaiju 2014-117, signing out.